What's up everybody, Kinetic here and welcome to a new first look video. This week I'm playing a free-to-play mobile game called BattleJack. I've got it here on my Android tablet and I'm going to give you guys a quick overview, a tour of the game, what it's about, and what it offers. For more information on BattleJack and to download it yourself for free, don't forget there's a link down in the description of this video. Let's get started. So BattleJack is basically a turn-based, card-based, Blackjack-inspired RPG game that takes you on a lot of different adventures in PvE, and it also has some PvP action. You can join guilds, and then you can take on some really colossal monsters and build up an army. There are something like 800 or over 100, hundreds of different characters that you can collect in this game, and I'm just getting started, but what I've seen so far is pretty awesome. It's very unique and different from other card games that I've played. A lot of card games I've been playing on mobile for sure. So here on the main screen, let's quickly go over this. Starting with the most eye-catching thing, I think, is the free chests. The free chests, when you pop these open, are going to give you all sorts of neat things. Gold that you can use as a resource for unlocking and upgrading lots of different things here in BattleJack. And then there's also a rune. There are different types of runes. I'll go over those and what they do. But simply put, the runes are something that you can slot into the characters. Let's actually take a look at the character page really quick. You can slot runes into the characters to give them bonus stats of different types, and they can actually fit multiple runes at a time. Let's see, I believe I've got a rune on this character. Yes, I do. This character, the Dragonling, has a Courage rune. So the Courage rune is currently at level 5. On the right side you can see the stats of the rune. At the top also you can see the quality, which also affects the stats, and these runes can be leveled up. So that's one layer of many different layers in which you can customize each of the different heroes to do different things. I feel like I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself though in terms of explaining the systems. Why don't we actually just go ahead and from here we can jump into a story mission, and you can see there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 main areas. This doesn't actually count also the extra event areas that take place. Currently I'm at the Temple of Light and I'm going to the Order of Light mission. This is going to cost 7 of the food resource that I have. Currently you can see at the top I've got 54 of 21, so I'm plenty good with that. So what we're doing here in the Temple of Light is we're fighting enemies of light, and what you can do is you can actually choose characters that are at the very least neutral to fighting that element, or better yet, find and use characters in your inventory that will actually counter that element. So there's an elemental balance of what's stronger against what others and what's weaker and things like that. So here we can see the enemies that I'll fight and some of the rare drops that can come from this battle. So now we go from here, and this is really nice. I'm really enjoying the UI in this game. Up at the top you can see I can select different tabs, and 5 different tabs I have currently that are just different cards of what kind of combination I'm trying to put together based on what element I can expect to fight. So for example here, this is my fire party that is good for burning perhaps wood or earth element. Here in Party 2, I've got 3 water characters and 1 fire, so that would help me kind of fight and counter against fire elements. So for this, it really doesn't matter too much to me. I think right now this is one of the main parties that I'm using for the light area, but it doesn't matter too much. So you know what? Let's go with this, Party 4. And then what I can also do is, if I have people on my friends list, I can actually add their hero character, their main hero character, to the fights if I want to, or just select from some random person down here. These are people not on my friends list, but I can still kind of get their character to join me for the fight. So let's see, how about, you know what, this guy right here, Leon Striker, he looks pretty good. I'm going to take him And then you can see down at the bottom, you can also select and arrange different potions and things like that that you can take with you for maybe healing or for curing poison and things like that. And once you're all ready, hit the enter button and go. This is actually one of the really nice touches about BattleJack, is the animated, like really smoothly animated kind of adventure feeling that you have, where previous games they just like maybe quickly kind of switch to another scene or something like that, and it doesn't really feel as high quality as this one does. And there's a lot of RP going on here. I have always wanted to visit the Order of Light's Temple. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they approve of visitors. Alright, so here's how the battle system works. In a very simple nutshell, what you're trying to achieve is you're trying to deal yourself a number of cards as high as you can to 21 without actually breaking 21. It's very similar, if not the same, to Blackjack, but of course we've got crazy, fluffy, bouncy characters all over the place, so not quite Blackjack. Now, what I tend to do is, if I'm at, say, 13 in a total with the cards that I've drawn, or below, I will most certainly go ahead and have another card dealt to me. Ooh, in this case I had an 8, and so it in total it came out to 19, which is safe. I didn't break 21. There we go. And we took care of them very, very quickly. So with that, that's the power of the attack that I unleashed on the characters. And you might also notice that when I click this, that, let's see, well, we got 16 this time, but there are the cards can also draw as elements themselves. So the 6 and the 10 here represent both light and chaos. In fact, and so whatever light or chaos characters that I have in my party, they will be the ones to use the cards of that element drawn to then attack. So the guys of water, earth, and fire, there's no element for them to use, so they don't actually attack. Go ahead and zap, and we hit that griffin pretty hard. Alright, so now let's deal again. So there's an earth, and then there's a water, so you can see those two characters in my party are ready to fight. And that was only a 6, so we can definitely go again. Okay, that's a 9. Now, if I'm feeling brave, right, there's a high risk, high reward thing going here, definitely in BattleJack. If I'm feeling brave, I can hit that deal button again, but if I break over 21, well, then I'm screwed. And then basically the whole turn goes over without me attacking. Oh, look at that! I dared to do it and hit 21. So that counts as BattleJack right there. That just multiplies your stats. So when you unleash your attack, it deals crazy amounts of damage. And often one-shots lobbies like that. We're on our way, you might have noticed the progress tracker there. We're on our way to head to the boss, and the boss is probably not going to get one-shot by BattleJack, but a lot of other characters do. So let's see. Go ahead and deal. We got 2 fire this time. And we're at 14. Let's go again. Oh, nice. We got a 6. Okay, so we just barely squeezed in there. You know what? I'm going to go for the golden bug. Let's blast him. Oh, boy. That's right. She's a healer, so unfortunately, she's just made things a bit difficult. But she's not the only one with spells at her disposal. My characters can also activate their skills once they are ready. In the meantime, what I've got to do is just keep dealing myself some hands, keep going over these turns. Come on. Oh! Oh! See, I went over, it counted as 22, so the whole turn was lost for me. But I was trying to get it, and that's just how it comes out sometimes, right? Alright, that's 20, that's plenty. Let's go. Boom! Alright, so we got the golden bug, we also got the little chaos dude, and now it's down to these two. Now, what I should be doing, actually, if I'm trying to be really efficient and maybe trying to focus fire, my attacks on a character to quickly burn it down, for example, like a healer, well then I can just click and select Elsa there, and we can get her burnt down here pretty quickly, I think, by focusing our attacks on her. Now you might ask yourself, well, what happens if you're attacking a character and the total power is more damage than what the character needed to get knocked out? Well, what it does, and I really like this touch, is it will actually spill over to another character. So this is probably more than enough damage to kill Elsa here, and is now also going to hit the little light dude right there by hitting that, and you can see one of the other beams, instead of hitting Elsa, wasting that damage, hit the little guy instead. So there we go. Also, take a look on the right side there. See that little blue bouncing card right there? That is a card that I will collect if I finish this fight. And there we go. It gets thrown up there to the total collection of cards that I will get at the end of this adventure. So far I'm up to 3, which is pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and deal ourselves another hand. Oh, goodness. That's going to be a quick round for these guys. Boom. Gone. And there's another card. Alright, cool. Now, I mentioned that there are skills also that my characters can perform. Let's actually talk about that really quick. If we take a look at my healer, we've got Remedium Lux 2. So I've upgraded this skill to level 2 now. And what it will do is it heals all allies 80 HP each turn for 5 turns and has a cooldown of 13 turns. So it's something that definitely takes a while, but you probably, if you're really paying close attention, you've noticed that some of these are kind of building up like that, like their cooldown is coming off. And like I said, every turn that passes counts as one of those turns needed to get to finishing the cooldown for these abilities. There are also combo abilities as well. Look under that, we got Shining Light. If I combo this character with that other character, that fire archer right there, then they combined can do combo attacks, which is also pretty cool. So it gives another kind of strategy to building your hand when you go out there for fights. You might want to consider the kind of combinations that the two different characters may be able to perform together for even more devastating results. Okay, so we dealt ourselves a hand. There they go. If I click on the Dragon Link, I've got Ace of Earth. This will spawn an Ace card with Earth Element and has a cooldown of 12 turns. So let's say, for example, I roll a 10, I hit that, it spawns an Earth, boom, 21. Alright, but we're at 18, so we don't need that. And you know what? I'm going to focus on the Griffin. Go ahead and zap him. Get another hand going. We're at 12. I'm feeling, maybe not. I was feeling like, I think I can do this. Nope, 16, that's more than enough. If it goes over like 15 or higher, I'm definitely then just going ahead and attacking. But like 13 or 14, I feel pretty confident. The odds are that I can roll another card or deal myself another card, and then I won't go over. 17, that's plenty. Boom. Down goes the Griffin, and little blob dude also got zapped by that. Deal 17, done. Oh, so here's another thing that I really wanted to point out. Notice under the blob dude here, he's got a health bar, right? And then there's also a sword icon with a number. That actually represents when he's going to attack, or when each of those characters, which is on different timers, are going to attack. So after 2 more turns, then that's when he's going to attack. So that's another way that you can kind of prepare yourself, especially for maybe when a really serious boss is getting ready to maybe unleash some really devastating attack. You know what turn that's coming and can maybe hopefully prepare for it. But he is not a serious boss, and he is dead before he gets to that chance to attack me. But here comes the boss fight, and I believe this is the last boss of this area, so this is going to be serious. Holy Order Paladins! Their endurance and defense capabilities are a miracle on their own. Be prepared to give it everything you've got. Alright, I will. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to unleash pretty much everything at this point. What does this guy do again? Inflicts area corrupt. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Corruption 3. This dude is corrupted. Alright. Next up, I'm going to buff myself with some defense. Allies defense ×4 for 6 turns. Hardened skin. There we go. And I'm also going to go ahead and get some healing action going with my healer. There we go. Very nice. And now Flaming Blades removes shield and attack 9.1 fire area attack. This is going to devastate this paladin. He's got strong defenses? Not anymore. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, now let us begin the real assault. 18 points. Go. Alright, he actually dodged that. Did you notice that? So 2 more turns and it's going to be his to attack me. I'm kind of nervous about how much damage this guy is going to do. We're going to find out here. Okay, there he goes. He just did that. That actually didn't hurt hardly at all. I've really bunkered down for this battle right from the start. There we go. 18. Do that. Still, he's got a crazy high health pool, so this is going to take some time to complete. Had I already completed this battle before, I could autoplay it, which is that button you can see there. But that will have to that will have to be an option maybe I take next time. Now that I've completed it, I can do it, and I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that went so smoothly. Alright, so do I want to add Leon Striker as a friend? Yes, I think I do. I like his hero character, very powerful, very useful, and then there's all the cards there that I collected from the battle, gained some XP, and as oh boy, we unfortunately have stirred the hornet's nest. We have a Titan level 3 to fight now. Now these guys are serious. Taking these things down is no easy job done. But yeah, so your character, or your account I should say, also levels up, and every time you level up you get different benefits. It will increase the party size that you can create, increase the food resource or that you can have. Let's see, I'm also over my hero collection count, so unfortunately I've got to do something about that. I think what I will do, my healer is maxed out. Who could use some powering up? Doesn't really matter too much to me at this point. I think I will level up my golem though. So go ahead and select the 2 little blob guys. Go ahead and select that healer as well. Throw them into the evolution pool here. So your different characters can level up. This obviously is going to make them more powerful in terms of their damage and their toughness. So he's now reached level 13 of 40. And then, once I've gotten to the point where they're maxed out and I want them to get even more powerful, well then there's the evolve function where you combine different cards that will sort of act as a resource to evolve them and to make them even more powerful. But that's going to take some time, especially with this guy. But taking a look, there's more of his skills. You can see hardened skin is at 2. If I want, I can spend one of these scrolls that comes out of those chests that I talked about earlier, and that will make him more powerful. I can add some more runes to this guy. I've got a pretty decent collection of runes building up here, so I might do that soon. I'm really experimenting a lot here and trying to think of what combinations do I really want to put together. There we can see some ways that you can earn some more of the other currencies. For example, the green gems that can be used to get card packs. There's also wings. There's also special event kind of currency. There's also the arena. There's actually still a lot more for me to show it and to go over, guys. But I think that's going to do it for this video. I will definitely talk about BattleJack more in another video coming up very soon, talk about more of the systems. We'll probably jump in and do some of the event stuff. They got a Halloween event going on right now too, which is pretty cool. But until then, I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Click the like button to support first look videos here on the channel, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Don't forget the link down in the description, more info and download link to get BattleJack for free on your smartphone or on your smart tablet. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.